I was absolutely shocked how low this player's point total was on Prizepicks. Stick around to figure out who it is. Hey, good afternoon, everyone. TGIF, it is Craig Bennett, aka Cash Cake, back for another NBA Prizepicks video. If you haven't checked out the early video I did, I will drop a link at the end of this one. If you do not have a Prizepicks account, head on over there, use that promo code DFSArmy and get 100% instant deposit match up to $100. The link is in the description below. And I appreciate each and every one of you. If you find any of this information useful, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and let's keep this thing going. I got 5 picks for you here, and let's not mess around. Let's just dive right into them. All right, as always, I got the Prizepicks desktop version up here. They have a mobile app you can download, both on the Google and Apple Store. And again, if you sign up for Prizepicks and you are a new account holder here, new sign up, you have access to a free month of DFSArmy VIP membership. If you want that free month of membership, make sure you check out the description below, and it'll give you the instructions to get that free month. But with that, let's just dive right into this thing, man. I got 5 total picks. I'll rank them when I'm done, and I'll put the one I absolutely love last. I think that they completely missed the price on this one, and one that we should absolutely be able to take advantage of here. So let's talk about the first one on tap here. Points, rebounds, and assists. And we're going to come down here to this game. We're going to go the Golden State Warriors. Talked about this player a little bit earlier today. There must be some news that just hit, because why am I not seeing him? There he is. All right, I'm not losing my mind. Jordan Poole, over 31.5 points, rebounds, and assists here. This is just too low for him. I talked a little bit about him this morning with a prop that I like, and I'm going to go right back to him here. With no Steph Curry, he's just continued to play monster minutes. He's averaged 36 minutes over his last 5, taking monster shots, 18, 23, 21, 20, putting up 30, 26, 28, 29 points in those 4 games, getting a few rebounds, 4, 2, 5, 2, 2, and the assists, 9, 6, 3, 3, and 3. I love the over points, rebounds, assists, because he'll do a little bit of everything. And like I said, I don't mind his points. The juice is on the over at around minus 120 at a lot of books that are over there. Atlanta ranks 22nd in points allowed, 11th in rebounds allowed, and 24th in assists allowed. So if we take Curry completely out and look at his stats, he's went over this mark in 6 of his last 8 games with no Steph Curry. And everything from February 1st on, he's went over 42, 42, 36, 34, 43. So absolutely love this. It's a close spread. Atlanta's favored by 2.5. They're going to keep pushing here. And we have a 220.5 over under. So I do like this Jordan Poole over 31.5 points, rebounds, and assists. The next one we're going to look at here, we're going to go down to a guy that I'll have 2 plays in, actually. And it's the same guy, 2 separate plays. I love both of them. 3-pointers made. I've talked about this. I don't really love taking these so much over on Prizepicks. I think usually you can get some really good ladder lines or some lines out there that you can kind of ladder up if you think a guy's going to hit a bunch of threes. But I do think this one is too low, and that is Tyrese Maxiell, over 1.5 3-pointers made. If we kind of look at him and what he's done over his last 10 games, he's went over this mark in 8 of his last 10 games. Looking what he's done against the Clippers, played them on January 21st, where he made 3 of them. The juice is on the over around minus 130 out there on some of the books, minus 125, minus 130. You know, he's still going to play good minutes. He's averaged 36 minutes over his last 10 games, and his 3-point attempts have been there: 5, 7, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6. And he's just going to continue to shooting really well. You know, with these guys healthy, with Harden healthy, that's what he's going to be doing, scoring the ball. And, you know, Harden's going to be playing point. So, you know, he's sitting there doing a lot of spot up threes, driving to lane, just real fun to watch. And I think this line should be closer to 2.5. It should be 2.5, not 1.5. So I think we're getting a little bit of a gift here for Tyrese Maxiell over 1.5 3-pointers. The other one I like with Tyrese Maxiell we'll talk about is points, rebounds, and assists. Like I said, he does a little bit of everything, and it's sitting at 22.5 for Tyrese Maxiell. And so if you don't feel like taking the 3-pointers made, I'm okay taking this one as well. If we look what he's done over the same kind of stretch, he's went over this number in 5 of his last 6 games. The Clippers are ranked 11th in points allowed, 28th in rebounds, and 12th in assists. And, the juice is on the over in this one as well, around -125 to -130 as well. And he went over this in that game I talked about where he hit 3 threes. He also put up 29 points, rebounds, assists back on January 21st. But we have to remember, this was before the trade deadline and before Harden came over. So that number can be maybe a little bit inflated. But he's still done really well over his last 10. Over his last 6 games, 25, 29, 13 against Dallas, which that's a hard matchup, 24, 37, 33. So he's still getting things done, and he's the third scoring option there. Tobias Harris kind of took a back seat a little bit. And so I like this Maxey play. Either one of them you want to take here, over 22.5 points, rebounds, assists, over the 1.5 3-pointers. Mix and match those, though, as, I always say, play the 2-man power plays here. Don't always just play the 4 and 5 mans. Your bankroll will thank you, and you can play 6, 7, 8 different matches here, and you hit over half of them. You're going to be profiting every day. So that's the way to play this. Let's talk about the next one. We're going to talk about his teammate here, and I'm talking about James Harden. And we're going to come down to free throws made. This is probably my least favorite out of the 5 that I'll talk about here. But just looking at the trends of where he's been over his last few games here. If we looked over his last 6 games, he's only missed this once. And the big thing for me is how often he's going to the free throw line. So the game before Denver here, he played Orlando, went 13 for 15, went the line 15 times. This is the old James Harden, where he's pushing to that free throw line, making the refs call fouls, 11 for 12 in this game, 10 for 12 in this game. And then against Dallas, he was 9 for 10. Then Toronto, he was 7 for 10. So got to the line 10 times, just missed it. And then got to the line 10 times here for Lakers for 9 for 10. So I feel like it's a little low with how aggressive he's been over his last 6 games. I think like this line should be closer to 8.5 to 9. Would be a fair mark here, but we'll take it here. They're going up against the Clippers. They are 4.5 point favorites, 217.5 over under. He did play the Clippers once this year, but it wasn't twice this year, but both times were not with Philly. This is when back when he was with Brooklyn, and the first game he only put up 5 free throws, but then the second one he put up 13 for 15. So as long as he's going to be aggressive here, it's one of those things where I think he can continue to push. So I do like the over 7.5 free throws for James Harden. And the one I was talking about, the one I said that it's just completely ridiculous. It feels way too low. We're talking about Donovan Mitchell here, over 26.5 points. I was surprised this line is so low. I've seen it at 29.5 to 28.5. We're getting at 26.5. He's went over this in 5 of his last 5 games. Charlotte is atrocious. They're 28th in points allowed, 29th in 3-pointers allowed, 22nd in three-point percentage allowed. And he's putting up a ton of shots. Over those 6 games, 24, 23, 21, 22, 32 against Milwaukee, 22, 23. Just massive number of shots here. This line is way too low where they're sitting at. The 3-pointers as well has been super high, 12, 15, 12, 15. He took 17 3-pointers against Milwaukee in that game. So the volume is definitely there, and 26.5 is just too low. This number should be right, 28, 29.5 in my opinion, with how well has he been playing and how well he's been pushing the ball here. So I do like this at 26.5. I think this is way too low. We should definitely take advantage of this as it should be much higher than this. So as the picks that we do have here, I'm going to rank number 1 Donovan Mitchell here over 26.5 points. The next one I'm going to take is Jordan Poole over 31.5 points, rebounds, and assists. The third one I'm going to take is Tyrese Maxiell, and I'm going to take the over 1.5 3-pointers made. And then the fourth one I'm going to take is over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. They're kind of 4A, 3A, and 3B for me. With those. And then the last one, I'll take James Harden over 7.5 free throws made, just because if he does decide not to go the lane, he's not going to get those free throws. But just to trend and looking at it and how aggressive he's been lately going to the hoop, you know, I do like this, but again, that would be my fourth out of ranking them all. So again, appreciate each and every one of you listening to this. I hope you guys have a fantastic Friday. Hit that like button on your way out. I truly appreciate it. And as we push for 8,000 subscribers, man, you guys are freaking awesome. Love each and every one of you. And I will see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.